So this is a pop-up. Y'all know how I like doing these pop-up relationship IGTVs. And I got Joe Global. Joe is in the house. Y'all follow Joe. What's your social media?
Joe Global 1.
Joe Global 1.
Joe Starnes on Facebook.
And he's been taking care of me. He takes care of me every time I'm in Chicago. Nobody else can take care of me like Joe. But you would give me some relationship advice about when you meet, and some people ain't gonna like this, but you was telling me something about when you meet women, you're supposed to ignore them. What did you say?
Well, you know you could pull on some stuff. What I was telling you is that generally,
and the raw,
for the most part, it's not really the day of romantic. For some reason, and this is just based off just pure information, that women these days, young women, I don't know, I won't give it an age, they do not like the man that chased them down. They like the they like the reluctant love.
What is reluctant love?
They like those that like them a little bit, to give them a little bit of attention. And the more you ignore them, the more you don't pay attention to them.
Have you seen that work in your own life?
You know, it's actually a thing.
I wouldn't name somebody, you know. But.
Yeah, right. Don't name anybody. But it do work. But it's not a game. The fact is that I'm a busy person. I own a couple of businesses. I'm a promoter. I do a lot of stuff. I take care of the bishop, take care of Bishop Morton. So I'm always busy. And so because I'm busy, it seems as if I'm playing a reluctant love game. I'm just busy. And because of that, people chase what they don't have readily available to them. They understand, they want to know what the mystery of it is. And so because of that, the women that I've encountered in the last 5-7 years have all had that. The more reluctant you are to love them and to chase them, the more they like you.
So the day of, well, then why they be posting all this stuff about consistency and inconsistency, and they don't want no man that's inconsistent, and then they be like, well, you know, you make time for what you want to make time for. Are those thirsty ones?
I don't want to generalize women, because that's a dangerous spot to be in. I think
it's all women. Some women.
I think it
seems to be what's going around in the water.
I think it's the majority of women. It's not all women, because there's some special ones out there. But what I really believe, Bishop, and I won't get too deep, I think that there's a rise in women having father issues, and so
I'm gonna get a lot of response from that.
And because of the father issue, women who had been abandoned by their fathers in one way or the other. It's not always about absent fathers. It's about those that were either quiet or hovering, or whatever the case is. It's a form of abandonment. And because of that, women try to find a love they didn't get when they were children in the
Then why would they ignore us if they want?
The issue is that they want they want to validate the love they didn't get from their father by making an unavailable person love them. And so they like unavailable people. They want to supplement that.
See, I think if somebody give you their number and you text them, then they should text back. And if they were interested then why to give you the number, that's games to me. Ain't gotta be, you know, because somebody told me, like, back when, I wouldn't name a name, he's like, oh no, you're supposed to not call them immediately. You're supposed to wait 2 or 3 days and then call them. Heck, somebody called me 2 or 3 days and I'm like, who are you? I don't forget who you are.
See, but the thing about that is that you gotta, this is not even being too deep with this, you gotta be able to discern those who need that immediate information. Because I've done it before. Text you immediately. Like, I don't know who you are or why you're here, lady, but for some reason you gotta be around me. And that happened. But then some people I know, they don't want that always. They get too much attention. They hear the same stuff too much. And so I give them a little time, a little air to breathe. If I text you and you don't text me back, I told Bishop last night, if you don't respond to certain texts, to stop me from being thirsty to want to text you again, I'll erase your whole contact and wait for you to text me again.
Yeah, see, if I text you, we text 1 or 2 times, then I text you again and you don't text me again, then I think that's rude. Just say you don't want to be bothered. Why did you even exchange numbers? So the question is...
Was she light skinned? Let me not start.
The question is...
Sound real light skinned to me.
Do women still want a man? Now he said the light skinned lady did. Do women still want a man to pursue them? not chase. To me, there's a difference in chase and pursuit.
Yeah.
Ain't like William Murphy. I'm chasing after you no matter what. No, I ain't chasing. But I think the old pursuit is good. But then if you don't respond and you acting nonchalant and you talking dry and all that stuff and you don't make no effort, I think you should just move on.
I think it's conditional on their environment, their day, where they at, because there's a thin line between pursuing and being thirsty. And these women, they will, and some men too, they will adjust thirst and interest at their own behest for their own convenience.
That was a big word.
And so you got to be careful.
That was a big word.
You got to be careful with that. So
okay. We close it. So the bottom line is, do you think that men should still pursue women? Do you think that the women should, what's that word you say? Call it?
Which one?
That you're supposed to act with them? What's the word? First word you use?
I don't remember.
Acting like you don't want to be bothered. Will you use
reluctant.
Reluctant what?
Love.
Love. Is reluctant love true, y'all? Reluctant love. Hey, look.
Don't get mad at me.
I used to hear the old guy say, I told Bishop Ella, I told Sabrina, meet me at the altar Saturday, I'll be at church at 3 o'clock, be dressed, we get married. I mean, unstable. Either you're interested in somebody or you're not. Why would you take a number? Forget all that reluctance. What y'all think? Y'all comment. Y'all following him, Joe Global what?
1.
Joe Global 1 on Instagram. And y'all comment as usual. I love your comments. DM me if y'all scared. Again, reluctant love. Games people play. No. Out y'all. Thank y'all.